I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting really sick and tired of these pro-Palestine protests that are going on in pretty much every single major city. I mean, if they tried to take one of the beaches up here in Queensland on the sunny coast, I guarantee you the vast majority of people on the sunny coast would not stand for it, especially if they were to do it at Mooloolaba or Maroochydore or some area like that where predominantly lots of people are Australian and happen to care for Australia and the Jewish people. But lo and behold, ladies and gentlemen, these pro-Palestinian Muslim dingbat types decided to try and take and storm the beaches of Bondi in Sydney, Australia, failing to realize that Bondi and that vicinity, the eastern suburbs of Sydney, happen to have a predominantly Jewish population as well as Australian. Over in Bondi, Vaucluse, Clovelly, Coogee, anywhere in that vicinity of the eastern suburbs of Sydney, Australia, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? The rich, affluent suburbs happen to be a very large Jewish population. So when these Muslim dingbats from Bankstown or Lakemba or Auburn or wherever the hell they bloody well came from decided, you know what, we're going to try and take Bondi Beach, which, by the way, if you want to go to the beach, you should be allowed to go to the beach to actually go to the beach, not to protest. But lo and behold, ladies and gentlemen, we've got these dingbats that seem to think that they own every single piece of land in Australia. So they want to protest everywhere. They want to try and take the beaches. I am getting fed up with it. I'm getting sick and tired of it, as I'm sure many of you watching this definitely are. So these dingbats decided to come from wherever else, you know, probably Newtown, Bankstown, Lakemba, everywhere where the activist type dingbats reside from. They decided to storm the beaches or the beach, because there's the north side and the south side of Bondi. They decided to storm Bondi Beach. And there was a moment where they started attacking the Jewish people, evidently because the pro-Palestinian mob are quite violent all the time. And they did not expect the Jewish community, as well as the Australians that were there, to take the beach back, to kick these people off the beach. It's not their beach. It's our beach. It's Australia's beach. It's the public's beach for sure. It is not for protesting. Take your protest, take your war, take everything that you're about elsewhere, not on Bondi Beach. There are just families there trying to actually have a good time. Imagine for a moment, because we've already seen many videos like this, of thousands of Muslims deciding they want to do prayer on Bondi Beach, and they've just got all their mats on the sand, layer upon layer, taking over completely on Bondi Beach. Bondi Beach is an iconic landmark in Australia. It's an iconic beach. It may as well be a landmark, if you ask me, the amount of people that go there. And like, everyone knows Bondi Beach. It's a very heavily, densely Jewish populated area. I mean, one of the restaurants that was bombed by Iran happened to be a Jewish restaurant in Bondi. Hello? See a connection there? Not going to bomb anything. Not going to bomb a kebab shop in Bankstown. No, forget about that. That Iran wouldn't do that. Neither would the Jewish people, I'll have you know. But Bondi, because lots of Jewish people are over that way, for sure. We're seeing lots of anti-Semitic Nazi symbols over in the east. Maroubra Way. You guessed it. Like, these are areas where Jews are. So, pro-Palestinian nut jobs thought, you know, we're going to go where the Jews are and we're going to try and take it. Nah, the Jews are fed up. Australians are fed up. And hence why they had a very large presence. Have a watch of some of these videos, right? So you've got loads, probably a few thousand of these people on the beaches. Maybe, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here's a video that you all need to see. It wouldn't be an anti-Israel protest without the police hassling the Israel supporter carrying an Australian flag, not going after the pro-Palestinian violent mob. No. We're going to go after the Israeli-Australian man with the Australian flag. He has every right to be there. He's not causing any problem, but nah, let's hassle him. Have a watch of this.
Go ahead. My wife is Jewish and I'm an Arab. That's harmony. All right? This is harmony. Not that. That's separation. Causing obstruction on the beach? No, we're not. We are. Wait. People come here. Take me off. Take me off. I don't know why you're coming here. I'm not. I'm standing for my right. I'm standing for my right, for my wife, for Australia. That's the most important. Where we live. Thank you. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Aussie, Aussie, Aussie!
The police officers going, you're causing a disruption of the peace. Are you kidding me? They're standing there waving the Australian flag. When the police start going against you, you know there's a problem in the country. When the police start defending the pro-Palestinian Muslim mob, you know Australia's got a problem. Australia is doomed. When the police start arresting Israeli Australians, that's a huge problem. Australia's done. It's the same thing over in the UK. They're doing the exact same thing over in the UK. Hold a sign, you get arrested. They don't like it because it goes under the Counter-Terrorism Act or whatever it is. I mean, to me, it's quite evident. These people are allowed to be there, the Jewish people, and you heard them clear as day yelling, off our beach, off our beach. It's not the Palestinian mob's beach, and it's not the Jewish people's beach either. But the vast majority of the people that are there, I have a guess to say that it is their suburb because they probably live there. And they've come down and seen this horrific sight. No. So to me, I mean, imagine just a regular Aussie rocking up to Bondi Beach, or even some of the tourists, right, that turn up there all the time to take photos and just experience it. And then they have to witness this crap. Like, it's just crazy. You're just seeing all of the terrorism flags being flown. And then you see the Australian and the Jewish flags being flown. And man, that is a sight to behold. It really is. But even still, like, take your protests somewhere else, please. For the love of everything that is good and wholesome in society, take it elsewhere.
And they just assaulted me. You going to do anything about that?
We can, but you need to walk
I
away.
won't go. Arrest them. Just assaulted me. Put his hands on me. I can go. I didn't touch you. You saw me touch me. Tell them to go. They're being provocative.
You're allowed to be here. You're allowed to be here.
They're disturbing our peace.
No. At the moment,
They understand.
Looks like two-tier policing here. Two-tier policing, mate. Why don't you police that?
Yeah, why are you policing me? They're being the physical ones. They come here to...
we have to one at a time, yeah? We've got to get
They come here to provide.
Is this what you did at the Opera House?
Get that stuff off.
We need you to go.
Go back to the camera. Good on you, mate. It's the Australian flag. It's the Australian flag on Father's Day. Hey. I'm good. straight in front.
Okay, let's just try them. Yeah, let's just try them.
It's easier to police, say, this guy that was actually assaulted by the pro-Palestinian mob. It's easier to just, remove him than it is to actually arrest someone that's in the Palestinian mob that just assaulted somebody. Because the police know if they were to arrest a pro-Palestinian Muslim man, then they would have chaos on their hands. Oh, and it wouldn't have been a pro-Palestinian protest or show sign that they hate the Jewish people of Australia. They actually hate Australia and they want to destroy Australia without some woman in a burqa on the beach, on Bondi Beach, yelling, Allah Akbar. Imagine, yeah, you heard that on the beach. What would your reaction be? Mine would be run like hell, because you don't know what this crazy dingbat's about to do. Because usually when you hear, it usually is the last thing you ever hear, isn't it? Anyway, have a watch. Go chant Allah Akbar in Bankstown for all we care. We don't want it anywhere in the eastern suburbs. We just don't want it in Australia for all I care. Go chant Allah Akbar in Gaza. Nowhere in Australia. Go back to Bankstown, yell it in Bankstown, because that's basically a Muslim state of its own at the moment, if you ask me. Same with Lakemba. It's like that side of Sydney, don't even go anywhere near. If you end up going to Sydney, you could be in a world of hurt if you go that way. But anyway, so, I mean, like I said at the very beginning, I'm sick of this. I'm sure many of you watching are sick of this. It needs to stop. It needs to stop. And I want to say one thing before I close, and that is, I don't stand for Nazism either. We fought a war against the Nazis, and there's a reason why they lost. We don't want it here in Australia. We don't want it anywhere else in the world. So these idiots that are neo-Nazis that claim to be Australian, they're not. It's so un-Australian. And if you are a neo-Nazi watching this, let me just make a message very, very clear. Get the hell out of this country. We don't want you here. Your ideology is one of pure hatred, and it is vile. It's evil. Get out. That has no place in Australia. There's no place anywhere. And there's a reason why you guys lost. Don't try and bring it back again, because you're going to lose again. Anyway, that's enough from me, but you guys take care. Be blessed, and I'll see you all in the next video.